What's up guys, it is Wednesday, so today we're going to be doing a ranking video like always. So this is going to be a remake of my old video, which was my first ever video on the channel. I wouldn't recommend watching it, so this will be a remake and probably way better than the other one. Anyways, this is one of my favorite Mario and Luigi's, just behind Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga in my opinion, but that's just because I played that game too much. So anyways, let's get into the ranking. And yes, Wiggler stays the same. I don't know if this boss will ever be good in my opinion, but I don't feel like this should be a boss. This should be more of a tutorial, because that's what it feels like. It is really slow, and you gotta wait for the shy guys to appear, so then you can suck them up, and then for that what is it called, like a vegetable? I know it's called like something, but I'm just gonna call it a vegetable. But yeah, then the shy guys go into Bowser's body, and then Mario and Luigi get to fight them, even though they really don't even get anything for it. So yeah, it's not really a fun battle, and you only have the Goomba Storm, and it's not really a spammy one, because you're not really going to spam it, unless if he's weak. So let's just move on to the next one. Cretin is really bad. I think that this boss is... I just hate this boss. This boss is boring, and I mean, it does have a good design. I mean, I don't really think it even is that good of a design. It has a good idea. The execution is not good in the slightest. So I think if this was executed well and you had more bros attacks, this would actually be good. But when you only have the shell, the fire flower, and the jump helmet, you're gonna be using the jump helmet because it's the most damaging. But that attack gets boring really fast, and it's also kind of hard to pull off, in my opinion. But this boss is really boring, so let's just move on to the next one. I fixed it at least. I mean, this was ranked higher than Scutlet before. I don't really think this, I actually forgot what it was called. The blooper on the statue isn't really good. This boss fight I thought was just way better, because when I played it, it just felt way better than when I played Scutlet, which was just me spamming fire flower, but you can technically beat this. I think I saw a video on it, like, without even it attacking you, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know what it actually was. It was something like Bowser could like one-shot it or something. I don't know. But yeah, this boss fight is honestly yeah, it's pretty mid. Anyways, on to the next boss. Scutlet is just better than the other thing I just talked about, and even though it's just carpal tunnel simulator, not like that really matters, because it's a Mario Bros game, and it's a Mario and Luigi game, so of course it has to have fire flower. But there's not really much to this boss fight. I mean, Scutlet swallows Starlow, which at that point just leave it be. Just like push it off the fire thing and just let it eat Starlow, because she's annoying. Anyways, on to the next boss. I mean, all of the giant battles are pretty fun, but this one is just a tutorial basically. And I'm not gonna just say it's another big tutorial, because that's what I said last time. It's not all a tutorial. It's actually pretty fun when you get into the like actual fight, because you're fighting Midbis that's controlling your castle. It's honestly a really cool fight, so let's just move on to the next one. I don't know if this one's Wisdom, but it's a hard battle because of the status you're in right now, right at that point. And I mean, you just fought Wiggler, I think, after this battle. There's a lot of battles in that little jungle area, but this fight is pretty good, honestly, and there's nothing really bad about it, just besides, like, the damage you're gonna do to it, and just how somewhat easy the boss fight is, that you can, like, kill this thing instantly. Anyways, on to the next battle. This boss fight is good in some points, but it's 3 shrubs, which are a normal enemy, not even a boss enemy from Partners in Time, just a normal enemy, and they were a boss, so not a good look at that moment, but yeah, it's not really, and I mean, you can instantly kill these if you were over leveled like me, because I did this just before the final boss, which, yeah, probably not a good idea, but like I carries are way too easy to kill. Not next boss. Now, I am pretty sure I know this one's name, I'm just not going to think of it because I can't think of it. But this is another giant battle where it actually has a good idea, and I like it. Besides the part where you have to spam the stylus on the screen, that is probably the worst part, because sometimes you get it when you spam it the same amount of times, and when you don't, you feel like you just got scammed out of it. And that's what I kind of hate about this. You feel like you get scammed out of it when you don't get it. So, and anyways, if you can get him in there and just stay in there with him in the lock, you instantly win, because you can do it multiple times as long as you have enough tapping. So anyways, let's just move on to the next one. Midbis, believe it or not, is mid. Like, I don't know how that's possible. Maybe because in his name is mid, because he's a mid boss. Alright, Midbis is pretty fun. It's a pretty fun boss fight. It just doesn't have that much difficulty. I do like how the crowd throws coins, cakes, and other things onto the field for the guys, and honestly, the attacks are pretty cool. I like the ways that you can counterattack them to do a lot of damage. The Shy Guy storm thing, no, is this Shy Guy? It's like the Shy Guy slingshot or something. It's a really good attack, and it can really do a lot of damage, so let's just move on to the next one. This one could also be Wisdom. I really don't know. I think this one's Wisdom. This one can turn from, like, phases the more you attack her, but it's just that bug that you need to get that star cure or something like that. And that, like, ball attack is pretty good against it because, I guess something like that. I don't really know. This is a good boss. I kind of like it, and it's really fun. I'm pretty sure at 10 last time I had, what, Memory M and L, I think, which was, I don't know why I was doing down there. Anyways, on to the next one. Is Junker overhated? I don't know. The leveling is definitely something, and from Mario M&L to this, there's a long time before a Mario and Luigi boss fight, so that might be another reason why. Also because with Starfall, or Falling Star, you can kill this thing like in one hit, and it's not even fun at that point if you can kill a boss in one hit. But if you can't, then it actually will be fun, and you'll probably think it's overhated. Anyways, on to the next boss. The Fawful Express is, I guess, a good fight. You can only attack it with flames, And if you're on the original DS, which I wasn't, that is going to probably kill you if you aren't careful and you're just straight up blowing into your mic as hard as you can, which I don't know if it can kill you. It will definitely make you run out of breath just because of how much you have to blow into the mic to shoot out the fire. And it honestly is an overrated boss fight. It's not even that hard. People say it's really hard. It's not even that hard. Anyways, let's move on to the next. From 10 to 7, I think. I don't know. I'm not watching my old video again because that video is really cringy even for me. From like almost like last, I'm pretty sure. It's because I killed these guys almost instantly. But from this to 7th is from like whatever I had that there to 7th is really good, mainly because, you know, I've actually grown on this and I really think it's a good fight. I mean, Luigi leaves because, I mean, he's a coward and he's of course going to try to leave. I mean, of course he had a boo, and if you kill the boo he stops chasing you. The star attack's pretty fun. The mega mushrooms attack are pretty fun. None of the attacks are hard to dodge, it's just that they're fun. So anyways, let's go on to the next fight. Super Pizza Castle of Doom, or whatever it's called, I think it's called that, is a fight kind of like that one with the water and the lake. You can push it into the black hole after you damage it halfway. But before, you just have to avoid getting hit, or you will get instantly hit into your black hole, and you'll have to get out while it just sits there and does whatever it does, which is, I'm pretty sure it taunts you. But it's honestly a pretty cool fight. But then it just has like a stupid attack where it instantly hits you. And I don't think that's fun, but I mean, do whatever you want, Nintendo, to show off that the black hole can actually hurt you. I think the black hole shrinks, and then that's why you get hurt. And this is also the last giant battle on the list at number 6. That could probably tell you something, but I think the giant battles are great. Anyways, let's move on to the next fight. The Dark Star you can either beat in 1 or 2 phases, and what I mean by phases is killing those 2 Dark Star bits and then just using all falling stars instantly on it, so then it instantly dies. It's usually how I'd end up doing it, and that's how I always end up killing this thing in 1 or 2 turns. It's honestly not that hard, but it is such a great battle because this is the battle before it turns into Dark Bowser. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Dark Bowser. And then it goes out of Bowser, and then Fawful ends up eating it, and I think then it turns into Dark Bowser or something. No, I don't think it's like that actually. I know what the story is, but I'll get to it when we talk about Dark Fawful. Blizzard Midbus, as seen in the thumbnail, is cracked. Well, he's a cool boss fight, and I think it's way better than the normal Midbus fight, even though there's no crowd interacting. You have all of your minion attacks. You have to suck up those little snow guys until you can end up making the crown. I think it's 3 times of sucking those up, maybe 2. Then he can't use any ice attacks, and he's basically useless. I think he actually becomes sick, or the sick effect in the 3DS remake, or maybe in both, but I haven't played the DS version, so I'll have to see what's with that one. Anyways, this boss is really cool, so let's just move on to the next fight. And because of this fight, we get the hardest X boss to ever exist. Bowser is such a great battle because you finally get outside of Bowser, and now you're trying to find the Star Cures, and Bowser comes up here, and then he fights you guys because he decides just to do that, you know, because he's like that or something like that. But you don't have all your Bowser attacks, and he can also use his minion attacks, which if you know how to dodge, are honestly pretty fun to throw back at him. I don't know why, even though you've been using them, but it's honestly a pretty cool thing. I wish you could actually do this as Bowser, but honestly I don't know how Bowser got here because he can't jump in this game. So I don't know how he ended up getting over here, but I think he used like hacks or something. I don't know. That's probably why they didn't want you to do that, because they didn't want you to fight Mario and Luigi as Bowser, which honestly would have been a pretty cool fight if you could do that. I'm pretty sure I talked about this sometime or other, but yeah, if there's like an opposite boss fight, I would love to fight Mario and Luigi as Bowser. It'd be really cool. Anyways, let's move on to number 2. Dark Fawful is such a great boss. It has hard attacks to dodge, and even Goomba from the minion attack, Goomba Storm, comes out at like the end, or near the end, I think the halfway point or something, and you have to use the Goombas to attack Fawful, which is actually pretty cool. I like that attack from him. Also, the little star attack, the helicopter healing him straight to full health is also something that you need to look out for. You need to suck up the helicopter and destroy it with Mario and Luigi, which is cool that Mario and Luigi get to be involved in this, but the helicopter has so much health, and I think Mario and Luigi are under-leveled for it too, and it sucks up a random one, I think the most recent item you used, and then takes it for like a couple of turns, which I think actually no, yeah, it takes the most recent item you use, which also means Bros attack, not just like the Bros thing. So then you can't use that Bros attack anymore, I think, after that, which makes the X boss really hard. Anyways, let's just move. Oh yeah, that's right. So once Dark Fawful dies, it ends up killing Fawful basically, and then Fawful turns into a tiny spirit where Bowser ends up chasing it on it. But then Dark Bowser sucks up. Dark Bowser ends up sucking up Fawful and ends up turning in fully into Bowser, which is just a great kind of like pre-finale storyline. Anyways, well, let's just move on to the next boss. And of course, you have one of the best bosses probably in the Mario franchise, and one of the best music sound bites in the Mario franchise too. In the final is one of the greatest music pieces ever composed. It's even better than, what's his name, Mozart. It is a work of art, and when you kill him, he revives with 1000 HP and does this all-out attack. He throws his own little minion attack where you have to dodge through a little wave of minions, and they're actually really cool, I feel like, in my opinion. They are really cool and honestly kind of like signify, and then at the end you gotta dodge two of him, and then you gotta punch him in the stomach so that that Dark Star comes out, and then you can suck that back up. So then the Mario and Luigi part happens. But before that, he also tries to get him back, but you got him. So then now, Mario and Luigi's turn, and it's the finishing blow. Mario and Luigi, you gotta take out the eyes, take out the legs, and then you're done, basically. And then you take out the Dark Star, the most exciting part of the fight, taking out the Dark Star. And the Dark Star has some really cool attacks. Dark Fawful, or I think it's just like Fawful, like the Dark Bowser, the Fawful Soul or something, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this boss is just great. I love it so much. Probably the best Mario and Luigi fight in the series, the best Mario and Luigi fight in the series. Anyways, let's just go on. So you made it to the end of the video. Why not subscribe? Subscribing is free. You can always unsubscribe later. And what is your favorite boss in this game? Comment it down below. It doesn't have to be the best boss in the game. Just like, what is the coolest boss? And like, what's the coolest boss? And what has the coolest attacks in your opinion? And it's, of course, it's your opinion, so it doesn't have to be someone else's opinion. Don't disagree with someone else's opinion. Of course, it's opinions, so also this is my opinion. I didn't get this from another source. This is just coming from my heart. And I had to change this up mainly because the video was bad and I didn't really like it and it was really cringy to me. Anyways, I really think that this video is decent. Anyways, this has been Bowser's Bean, signing off. Bye.